Sam Heughan officially says I'm never getting back together with Caitriona Balfe. But why? An unusual day. Edinburgh is a grey autumn day. A chill wind blows through the cobblestones outside the Ivory Rose Cafe, where a small crowd has gathered outside, phones raised, waiting for a rare moment. Sam Heughan's first public appearance since he was last seen with Caitriona Balfe at a European film event in June. Sam and Caitriona, the duo from the Outlander series, have long fascinated fans with their off-screen chemistry. Although both have denied having a relationship in real life, fans have not stopped hoping. But then they abruptly cut off public contact, unfollowed each other on social media, and stopped appearing together. Today, Sam is giving an exclusive interview to the Highlander Post. And according to an anonymous source, he is telling it all. The door to the cafe opens. Sam walked in, still tall, still handsome, still with bright blue eyes. But this time, his gaze was colder, more determined, as if a man was about to enter the forbidden land of emotions. The word that shocked the world of fans. Journalist Fiona McLeish put down her coffee cup, silently looking at Sam. The interview had just started for 5 minutes when he suddenly interrupted. I know everyone is waiting for me to say something nice, something polite. But I've kept quiet for too long. He looked up, looking straight into the camera lens. I will never go back to Caitriona Balfe. Not now, never. The room fell silent as if time had frozen. Fiona paused, her eyes wide. Can you explain why? Sam nodded, leaning back in his chair. Because of a promise that I can't break. Because of a truth that I've never told. The unknown past. When Sam and Caitriona were cast as the leads in Outlander, they were both relatively unknown. During the early days of filming in Scotland, they quickly became close, and then, almost inseparable. Not just because of the romantic scenes, but because there was something between them, almost fate. Caitriona once said backstage, I don't know if it's love or something deeper. We have our own language, no words, just eyes. Everything changed. Caitriona received a call from a man named Liam Rowe, a producer who had worked with her when she was a model in Milan. Liam declared, if you continue to be close to Sam outside of the show, we will reveal those old photos. Caitriona panicked. She had been in a fashion shoot, and signed a contract whose contents she now could not remember. Those photos could have been distorted, ruining her career, and Sam's. She chose to quietly leave Sam, pretending that she no longer had feelings. No explanation, promises and rejections. Sam didn't understand what was happening. One day, Caitriona simply disappeared from their intimate relationship. On screen, she was still professional. But in real life, she became cold and distant. He asked, we were something, you know. So why did you back out? She simply replied, we were nothing, Sam. The words were like daggers. But he still didn't give up. In 2018, one night after finishing season 4, Sam knocked on Caitriona's hotel room door. Before he could say anything, she handed him an envelope. In the letter were 3 sentences. If you still love me, promise never to ask again. Live with the good memories. And never make anything public. I did it to protect both of us. Sam didn't know what was threatening her. But he loved her so much that he nodded his head in agreement, even though his heart was broken. Broken promises. Sam discovered the truth. A man named Liam Rowe had been indicted in a series of blackmail scandals involving artists. In court records, the name CB appeared on the list of former victims. He pieced everything together. Sam was shocked. Guilt overwhelmed him. He thought she had left him. It turned out she had protected him by sacrificing everything. And he, stupid enough to believe she didn't love him anymore, he called Caitriona. For the first time in 2 years of silence. Why didn't you say anything? She just smiled sadly. Because I knew you would try to save me. But there are wounds, no one can save anyone. I chose to keep the best image of us. He fell silent. But this time, he didn't promise to stay silent. Chapter 6, Final Statement, approximately 500 words. At the end of the interview, Sam looked into the camera, his voice quiet but firm. I know I broke a promise. But I did it so that everyone would know. Distance is not always because of falling out of love. Sometimes it is love in its highest form, silently withdrawing, so that the other person is not hurt. I will never go back to Caitriona, because I respect her choice. But I will love her, in a way that no one needs to know. An old photo and a little dot of hope. A few months after the interview, Sam received a small package. The sender was anonymous. Inside was a photo taken behind the scenes of the first season of Outlander, the two of them smiling like children, their eyes sparkling. The back of the photo reads, "You broke your promise. But I forgive you. And I keep my promise. I won't come back. But I will always watch." Sam laughs. Not bitterly, just relieved. He hangs the photo in the corner of his writing room, where he writes in his journal every morning. Because sometimes, relationships don't need a happy ending, they just need to never be forgotten.